Hi all, welcome to Dragon's Cave and welcome to another Froggy Friday. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, Froggy Friday is a collaboration organised by myself and Lisa Girl in the Garage. And we have a lot of help with the playlist from Loula, Nerd Goblin Art, Tim the Bass Resonator and Gert at Gert Creates. And we have loads of guests every week. So please, check out the playlist. If I can avoid knocking everything over, it's a good start. So, Froggy. I've got my eyes ready. I've marked the backs so that they go in the right way round. And I've just put my UV light on charge. So let's get that. Right, let's get these eyes in. Just a little drop of UV resin into the eye socket. Get on there. I'm working by a window, so I do need to make sure that the UV resin doesn't cure too quickly. Put that in there. Walk it into place with my little stick. I've got too much UV in there, so just let me wipe out a bit of the excess. Okay, give that a quick zap. It doesn't need to be very long, just needs to set the UV resin enough so that it the eye doesn't move. That should do it. And the same on this side. That eye has gone in at a completely different angle. So let's turn that around. I need to look from this way to make sure that they are roughly pointing in the same direction. Otherwise you get a boss-eyed frog. And I think we are more or less in the same direction. But that's actually just started moving. There we go, that should hold it. That should keep it in place long enough. I'm going to put this under my big UV light to make sure it's completely set, and I'll be straight back. See you in a sec. The eyes are set in place now, so I'm just going to get his toes done. Now, that is far more than I need. I do this all the time. So I'm going to use this green glow-in-the-dark powder on his toes. Thing. Let's see how we get on with that. I don't know that I've ever mixed UV with the glow-in-the-dark powder before. I may have, I can't remember. A lovely bright, bright green. And it's not quite like a normal mica powder. Glow-in-the-dark tends to be a bit on the gritty side, but just going to put a dot in each toe. I didn't do it in that one. Right, I'm going to pop this under my big UV light to completely set this. And then I will get my PP on and mix up my resin, and I will be right back. See you in a bit. Hi all. Now, I've dug out this little mould, just like little gemstones. I actually got this mould with my first ever resin kit. So I've had it maybe 4 years or more. And as you can probably see, it's been used, although not very much. Found it when I was digging through the box looking for something the other day. But what I'm going to do, I've got these lovely glow-in-the-dark colours. I'm going to mix up a little bit of each and make some of these shapes. I'll just show you through the first one. You don't need to be watching it all because that would be quite boring for you. I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of UV resin. Let's go with the purple, shall we? A bit lumpy, actually, this stuff. I have to work fairly quickly with this because I'm working by a window. I could close the blind, I suppose, but then I wouldn't see any daylight at all. Okay, that seems to be mixed up. Go with some stars. I know it would be quicker if I poured this, but these are very small. And I'll just end up making even more mess than I normally do. And this is the only star in this mould, actually. I'm looking and I can't see another. What else shall I do? Oh, how about a moon? A crescent moon. And because this mould is reasonably translucent, it shouldn't have too much difficulty. I have done this a bit more opaque than I should have, but it'll work out. It'll be okay. I'm going to pop this under the UV lamp. I'll get some more colours mixed up and other bits done, and I will be back very shortly. Bye. Hi all. Now I don't think I filmed this part, but I just put down a layer of clear resin. I may have filmed it, I don't think I did though. So the stars, I want to put in a line going down his back, so I'm going to do that with UV. Just hope it doesn't show too much. Where's my little pot? Just want to anchor them in place, really. So I don't need an awful lot, I hope. Sort of in the head. Push that into place. Spinning around. And then do a kind of rainbow-ish. And with the yellow next. I don't think the line's very straight, but that doesn't really matter that much. So I'm going to get the UV cured up that I've got in there, and then I will mix up my resin and I will be right back. See you in a bit. This is cured now, ready for the next coat. I'm just going to pour in some clear resin. I won't put too much in, but I do need to get it up to a certain level. Now it looks like I should have sprayed that with isopropyl alcohol first, because where's my pokey stick? I'm getting a few air bubbles trapped by the looks of it around the stars. Be very careful not to dislodge them, because it would just spoil everything. It'd spoil my great plan. Not that I planned too much, to be honest. Just generally come into the garage and go, what am I going to do today? My tissue. A quick squirt of isopropyl alcohol. I think it needs a little bit more in there. And I've got a bit of fluff in there as well. There we go. Now I've got many bits and pieces. Plop in here. I've got some moons, crescent moons. I'm going to make sure they're going in the right way up. I could have stuck these in as well, but I kind of wanted this to be more freehand-ish. I'm sure that doesn't make any sense at all. So that's all my bits and pieces. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it and hope that things don't move too much. And they probably will. I'll sit here all day. I have other things to do. As in, I've got 3 other projects on the go at the same time for a start. So I'm going to watch that for a little while, hopefully make sure there's no bubbles trapped and that they're not moving too much. And then I am going to go away. And I will be back when we're ready for the final coat. See you in a bit. Hi all, welcome back. This is fully cured now. So before I put the back coat on, I thought I would just paint the legs with this blue glow in the dark powder. Let me see if I can show you the colour. There you go. Shows up pretty well on the screen. So I'm just going to paint the legs. And I'm going to go in behind with the black because I don't really want to detract. I want to make the colours stand out, basically. How well this will stick, I don't know. You may not see much of anything with it. Right. I am going to go and mix up my resin, and I will be back with you in a second. See you soon. Okay, I've got my resin mixed up. I've got roughly 75 grams, I think, of Resin Pro Eye Crystal here. And I'm using the extra black pigment paste. If I can get it out of the bottle. It has been sitting on the heat mat, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get out. But the bottle itself is quite stiff, so... Two little blobs will be ample. Very good pigment paste. When I mix it properly, that is. You may have seen recently something I did where I hadn't completely mixed it in and it caused a bit of an issue. That was entirely my fault. Okay, I think this is mixed enough now. So I'm going to throw it in, see if I've got enough. If I haven't, then I have got a drop more sitting to the side here, which I took out for something else. And I think this will be not enough. That's okay. I'll use what I had put aside and I'll mix some more for the other thing. Right. Oh, I'm just going to encourage it up into the toes. Little drip on each one. I won't completely fill this because I'm moving it over onto the heat mat and I don't want to spill it. Oops. Come on. Now you can probably tell it's actually quite dingy here weather-wise, in the middle of a lovely thunderstorm. I've got every light on that I possibly could. I think that if and when I ever get my craft room sorted out, I will get some extra lights put in as well. I've got strip lights overhead that my son-in-law put up for me. Got a ring light over the desk and another weirdy light just the other side of my mat here. But still doesn't seem to be quite enough, and the strip lights, to be honest, aren't that great. They reflect a lot. So, right, I'm going to go and put this on the heat mat, and I will be back. Well, then I'll top it up, and then I'll be back when we're ready for the demold. See you in a bit. Hi all, it's demold time. So excited. This is coming away a little too easily for my liking, so I'm bound to get stuck at some point. See, I said that would happen, didn't I? Starts too easily and then... Okay, came out really easily. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, he looks fab. Isn't that cool? Oh, knocked my ducky over. Where's my little UV light? Now you can actually see, well, no, you can't really, where I glued them down with UV. I thought you could see that, but you can't. I do have a bubble or two here and there, but I'm really not upset about that. I'm just really pleased with the neon. Now, unfortunately, it's not dark in here, so now the glow-in-the-dark powder that I put on the mould clearly hasn't worked. I didn't really expect it to. I'd hoped, but I'm very happy with this. I'll see what I can do about the lighting and get some good photos. I may have to wait till after dark, but that's okay. And I will charge him up. You see the orange neon powder didn't really mix very well. The others seem to be okay. There's a little bit in the green. I thought I'd mixed it better than I had, but love the glow on these colours. It's absolutely fabulous. Not so much the purple, it didn't really work very well by the looks of it, but the others have all worked out really well. So again, please check out the playlist, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It won't cost you anything. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.